I'm Daniel Berlanti in the Cal Fire Information Center with a fire situation report for Monday, November 2nd, 2020. This morning, nearly 4,400 firefighters continued to battle 23 wildfires all across California. Now, yesterday, those firefighters were busy responding to 28 new wildfires, including the now 75-acre Cypress Fire burning in Riverside and San Bernardino County. I'll have more on that fire in a moment. But as favorable weather conditions continue, firefighters are working extremely hard to continue to increase containment efforts. Let's talk about some of the top fires that are burning in Southern California. First, we'll start down in Orange County and San Bernardino counties. First with the Silverado fire, which is burning along the 241 freeway in Orange County near the Irvine area. This fire has burned 12,466 acres and is now 93% contained. Just to the north of it is the Blue Ridge Fire, which has been burning just north of 91 near Chino Hills, Yorba Linda. The Blue Ridge Fire has burned 13,694 acres. It is 93% contained. Now, crews on both of these fires have been making very good progress. In fact, very little to any smoke has been seen in that area in the past 24 hours. Crews are continuing, though, to strengthen containment lines and put out hotspots. Now let's go up to Riverside and San Bernardino County, where we had the Cypress Fire near Jurupa Valley. Here you can see, here's the Jurupa Hills area. Here's the 10 freeway, just to give you some perspective. The Cypress Fire started on Sunday. It has burned 75 acres. It is 10% contained. So good progress being made on this fire. As I mentioned, there are nearly 24 major wildfires still burning. Most of those are on the National Forest. So we'll give you updates according to the U.S. Forest Service from today. First, the Point Fire in Placer County is 93 acres and 80% contained. Good progress there. The August Complex, which has been burning for several months now in Northern California, is just over 1 million acres holding there, and it's 93% contained. The Creek Fire in Fresno and Madera counties near Shaver Lake is just over 380,000 acres, a little bit of growth, but containment is up to 70%. Down in Tulare County, the SQF complex is just over 170,000 acres. It's 80% contained. The Coleman Fire in Monterey County, 574 acres, and it is 93% contained. The North Complex up in Plumas and Butte counties has been holding at just under 319,000 acres, and it's 96% contained. Now, there are a number of others that if you want to get updates, you can go to our statewide fire map, click on the fire, and it'll take you straight to the update. If it's a U.S. Forest Service fire, you can find a link, and it will give you the latest on each of those fires. Let's talk about our weather conditions, though, and what we're expecting throughout this week. Now, we are expecting a quiet weather to prevail today all the way through Thursday, with temperatures remaining above normal for this time of year. However, elevated fire weather conditions are expected each afternoon through Thursday, especially across Southern California mountains, where localized winds could be upwards of 30 miles an hour. And you combine that with the ongoing very dry conditions, and that's what's elevated our fire risk. Looking at our temperatures for today, you can see it's not too bad, but again, a little higher. Some areas seeing anywhere from 5 to 15 degrees above normal for this time of year. But as I fast forward to Friday, you can see how much cooler it's going to get. Temperatures are going to drop down to the 50s and 60s across much of Northern California. So we are going to see a significant decrease in our temperatures. That weather pattern shift is forecast to even bring some potential light rain in some areas. You can see light showers, especially up in Northern California, the higher elevations in the far portion of Northern California. But even in some areas of Southern California, we could see some rainfall. Again, we're still watching this weather system very closely. If it does bring in any rain, it's not likely to be a significant amount. Let's talk about the next couple of weeks, though. The forecast for November predicts warmer and drier than average weather across much of California. As you can see from this map, many areas in Northern California are going to experience an above normal potential for large and significant wildfires. Here you can see Northern California in November, much of the coastal region all the way up to the Sierra Crest. And below, really, Trinity County, starting pretty much at Mendocino, down through the Bay Area, is going to be at above normal fire potential. So even though temperatures are lower, and even though we are really transitioning into the fall months, We could still see some wind events come in the next several weeks, which could dry conditions back out even further. So again, much of this area here in Northern California through November at above normal risk for significant wildfires. Down in Southern California, really the southern coast through the Los Angeles basin all the way down to San Diego County will be at an above normal as well, potential for significant wildfires. So if you live in any of these areas, please note fire risk will remain elevated throughout the next month. Although wildfire damage can be immeasurable, the danger is not over after the flames are put out. Flash flooding and debris flow, even structural damage, road instability, and damaged trees are just some of the dangers that exist after a wildfire. To learn more about returning home after a wildfire and other emergency preparedness tips, visit our website, readyforwildfire.org. You can click on post-wildfire recovery, and here we have all those tips on what to do to reduce the risk after a wildfire burns. Again, this and much more at our website, readyforwildfire.org. That's the latest on the fire situation in California. I'm Daniel Berlant. Have a fire-safe week.